Hi there, so this video is entitled How I Made £600,000 in Half an Hour. So I don't like exaggerations, I don't like lies, I don't like hype. I was a bit reluctant to put that title because I know that's exactly what people will be thinking, but in my heart of hearts, that is what I truly believe. Potential wealth, it depends if this person acts on my suggestions, and I didn't make that money for myself. I made it potentially for the other person if he acts on my advice. So I just want to justify that by telling you how I got to that figure. I had a half-hour conversation with this guy a couple of days ago. He's a web designer. He's extremely intelligent, very competent. As a sort of hobby in the evening, as well as his web design business, he's got a YouTube channel which he's built up over the last 4 years where he does tutorials on software, and he's built it up so it's got an incredible amount of traffic. He was extremely good at that, but he's not really monetizing it. All he has is in-stream ads from YouTube at the beginning, and I think he gets some free software worth a couple of £100 now and again from people to review. So I know 100% if he monetized it better, he would earn considerably more money. And ways of monetizing is to put a call to action so the people coming to watch his videos are people wanting to find out about software. So they'd be interested in courses on the software. So he could promote those courses. He could promote Udemy courses that are already existing, and he'd get 50% of that. So a lot of the courses are for £10. He'd get £5 as a sale for that. And also he could promote software, and also the call to action to buy this, he could put in the description of the video, he could put it on the end screen, which is in the last 20 seconds, and he could put on a card which you can show throughout the video. So I know he could make a lot more money if he did that. It's a sort of no-brainer. And I believe, and in addition, if he spent a bit more time to actually create a course himself on the subject, then he would own the traffic. And instead of giving half the money to Udemy or the other course creator, he'd keep all of it. So he would double the amount of money he could earn if he had his own courses, which you can do on Teachable or GrooveFunnels or ClickFunnels or whatever. And also you could do things like, to buy a course, you could you could have an upsell. Well, you bought this course, why don't you buy these 4 courses bundle for $20 or $30 or whatever. So he could make a lot more money. He could also email to them for the rest of his life, promoting other things. So that's why I know that £5,000 a month, I believe in my heart, that is not a reasonable figure. He could potentially earn a lot more than that for this same amount of traffic. So I don't think it's an exaggeration. And how much is £5,000 a month worth? Well, it's £60,000 a year. So if you're using 10% interest, £600,000 at 10% interest is £60,000 a year. So that's where I came up with the figure of 600,000. So I don't know how well he will implement it. That's up to him. But it doesn't really matter how much. The point is that it's a lot of money. I created potentially, if he acts on it, a lot of money in half an hour. So the most important thing to be learned from this, I think, is that we all have blind spots. That of the importance of working with other people or talking to other people about our business, and then in a way we can grow together because we all just see things a bit differently, and we might be really good at something, but we didn't have this particular idea, and just like one little idea, as in this case, can make this massive amount of difference. The other thing I did, by the way, was I looked at what his competitors were doing. I showed him examples of 3 or 4 people with similar high volume YouTube sites, and they were doing exactly what I said. They were either sending their traffic to a Udemy course, their own Udemy course, or their own course on another platform like Teachable. So that basically proves my point. So I would stress that it's extremely important just to talk about your business with other people who are similar level to you, or your peers, or you can just get that, or maybe more experienced people than you would be ideal. So it could be some sort of mastermind group, coaching group, where you take in turns to share what you're doing and give each other feedback and so on. That, I think that is so invaluable. And also to have a coach, where you just talk about these things with your coach, business coach or digital strategist or consultant or whatever you want to call them. And I think that for most people, if they do that, their success would be much, much faster, because otherwise we just get stuck in our old way of doing things, which are not very effective, but we can't see outside. What we don't know, we're just not able to see outside the box. So I would urge you to join some sort of community or mastermind or get a coach or whatever, and I think you'll find it very helpful. Now, in this particular case, the numbers involved obviously were quite dramatic, and it's not normally like that. Also, it's not normally so obvious that I can just sort of say it's half an hour. Often it would be, a lot of work, a lot of soul searching and working together, and little ideas here, little ideas there. So it would be more incremental. But even so, it's still incredibly worth doing because of the leverage of the internet. So I hope you found this helpful, and that's all for now. Bye.